if you know how to pray, pray for President Traore and pray that God may raise leaders like him in all our countries. If it was possible, we could donate our presidency to him and say, can you come and be the president of Zimbabwe? Our country has had no president since 2017. This one walks around claiming to be our president, but whenever he sees his citizens, what comes in his mind is a whoop. Vakaona vanhu vamunangagwa vanofunga shamine munyu kombai murove masoja ari kutaurwa nawo aya. Imagine kuti baba vako vakakuona vanenge vachifunga kukurova. Hakuna baba vakadaro.
Yeah,
The third thing why we need to pray for President Traore, which is the final issue, is that there is going to be a temptation by leaders in the African continent to conspire with the foreign powers to find a way, number one, to terminate him, to take him out, to kill him, like what has already happened, more than 16 assassination attempts. Number two, to sabotage his developmental agenda. We don't want to hear that rebels have attacked one of the infrastructure that he has built. We don't want to go one step forward and two steps backwards.
yes.
So we need to pray that President Traore is protected not only from America and France and Belgium and other interested foreign imperialistic countries. No, we also need to pray that he be protected from his own brothers. African presidents who are going to say, I can invite him to come here and we can poison him using food he shall eat here. Imagine how difficult it is that every meal that you eat, you may be poisoned in any of those meals. The life he's living is not an easy life.
Yes.
And this is why he needs our prayers. He also needs to be given favor by God to attract well-meaning investors.
Yes.
There are so many resourceful people who can go to Burkina Faso, open manufacturing plants, and make Burkina Faso a hub of Africa in terms of manufacturing. Because things that are manufactured in Burkina Faso will obviously cost less than things manufactured in China. And they will be of better quality because they are things made by Africans for Africans. So we want to pray for President Traore that people may find him favor. God gives him favor and people find him favor. People give him favor. When those who want to invest think about where can I invest,
Yes.
may they consider to go and invest in Burkina Faso. And so we want to also to hope that President Traore, just like Israel, opens an investment account where those who are impressed by the work he's doing can donate money as a donation to the nation of Burkina Faso. We donate to a lot of useless things that usually don't make real impact in people's lives.
Yes.
When you see someone who is not abusing resources, that is where to give money. You understand? I would rather give money to Burkina Faso treasury than to give Makandiwa money so that he can build an expensive mansion and walk around saying, I have built the most beautiful house in Harare. Which money if you going to work? No. Imagine if he had built a hospital. You understand?
Yes.
And this speaks to Africans. When we are working hard, especially those who are in diaspora, come together as Africans. Create a company. There are very noble policies where the government of Burkina Faso is saying, if you're an African, you have an investment idea, this is your home. Come and build your company here. Instead of working for white people who don't care about you, why don't you go home to Africa? Come start a company with your fellow Africans. There is a good ground. I hear that the AES community is planning very soon to replace the franc with a local currency that is made within that region. Remember the region that encompasses Mali, Senegal, and Niger, and Burkina Faso. They now have a regional passport, just like the European Union. but they've also decided to do away with the French printed currency. They don't have to depend on France for their currency. Mali is involved as well. So very soon they are going to have a strong currency.
Yes.
And that is what we want to encourage our fellow Africans. Come up with business ideas, go and invest in Burkina Faso. I would rather start a company in Burkina Faso than in Zimbabwe, myself. Because in Zimbabwe, the currency can change a name before you bank it. Uri mukiu uchida kudeposita mari so unozwana tela kuti yachinja zita. Andiri kuona mari yako yanga yakanzara TGS ka yakunzi bondi izvezvi. Kuyabhondwa nani zvonzi ndimtuli. Yakutonzi bondi. Pabepa yakanyorwa kunzara TGS. Asi yakunzi bond. So when we have a very volatile currency situation in a nation, it scares investors away. And this is why countries like Burkina Faso are very soon going to be investment hubs because of sound economic policies that make their finance situation predictable.
Yes.
The economic policies are predictable. You can't put your money in an investment and in 2 years you are told that it has changed its currency by force. You go to court, the court says our hands are tied. Remember, it's the president and commander-in-chief, like what happens in Zimbabwe. It's not good. I want to encourage Africans to go and invest in Africa, in Burkina Faso. My last words go to the rebels that are being sponsored by surrogate financiers from France and other European countries to destabilize the Sahel region. If they are going to watch this video, put your arms down. Join the nation building project. It's for your own good. There's no need to fight your own brothers. President Traore, the president of Mali, the president of Niger, the president of Central Africa Republic and other countries, they are joining hands to build Africa. This is your home. You must find it embarrassing to stay in the bush so that you can shoot your own brothers and sisters. If you believe you have genuine concerns, go and meet with your leaders. Sit down. So I'm calling upon all those that are holding arms in the Sahel region. Put your arms down and work together with the leaderships of your region. They mean well for your region. Because at the end of the day, you are going to die fighting a cause that you don't even understand. What are you fighting for?
Yes.
For the sake of your own children and your unborn children, lay down your arms and join your leadership who is harboring good intentions to build your nations. That is important. I have seen a vision and I won't share with you what I've seen, but what I can only say to you is that we shall continue to pray for President Ibrahim Traore. God is willing to protect him out of these endless traps set against him by those who are threatened by his drive, by his motivations, by his commitment, by his objective. What benefits us as Africans is considered a threat by the Europeans because Africa is the only continent that can survive without imports. We have everything that we are importing right now. We simply need to take stock of our sanity. And instead of blaming everyone, we start by blaming ourselves. We can build Africa to such an extent that we won't need to import anything. Nothing needs to be imported outside Africa. And the Europeans and the Americans know this. They want to destabilize Africa so that we won't sit down to take stock of what we have, what we need, what we don't have, and what we need to do to get what we don't have now. Once we do that, people won't throw parties that I've gotten a job to go to Australia and be a security guard at a company that is processing cobalt that is mined in your own country. Cobalt yamuri kuprocessa pa factory pawakapidzwa basa yakabiwa kunyika kwako. But look at these people. They are coming to Africa, stealing our resources. When we go to their own countries, they treat us as debt. And this is what angers some of us. And this is why we will continue to speak like this. We pray for leaders. We pray that God may give us leaders. God has given us a leader. We have to thank God.
Yeah.